Hi everyone. Today we will be talking about how programmatically you can use OpenAI as well as some very popular prompt engineering technique like zero shot learning and few shot learning. So everyone is very familiar with this particular website called ChatGPT. Nowadays it is very much popular. You can ask any question here like what is 2 plus 2? So it will give you answer. But the same capability if you want to achieve through your program, through your Python program, then you have to go to its parent company called OpenAI. So now this is the website of OpenAI. Here you will get some API key through which you can call their own API to get the desired result. So I'll show you how you can get the API key. First you have to go to this section. Here you can see view API key option is there. Once you click on that, you will get ample of API keys. You just copy one of them and use it in your program. Now I'll show you how you can get the program. To get the program, you have to go to playground. Once you get to playground, you can see an interface like this. Here you can ask any type of question like ChatGPT. Here also you can ask what is 2 plus 2. Okay, 2 plus 2 equals 2. So it will give you 4. Okay. Now, once you submit, it will give you 4 result. Now, if you click on view code, then you can see the whole code. This code you can use in Python programming. So let's copy this code and let's go to Colab. Here you can paste the code. Now, to use this code, first what you need to do? First, you have to set your API key here. Now, here in the API key, you give your API keys. Let's suppose this one is my API key. Now, once you give this API key, now you can run. Now, here in the prompt section, you can ask any question like who is the father of Sachin? Let's suppose I ask the question. Okay. Now, once I run this particular code, it will give me some result and the result would be stored in the response variable. Now, if I print the response variable, you can see in the text, the Sachin's father name is Ramesh Tendulkar is given. Okay. Now, if you wanted to print only the text, then what you need to do? First, you put a print before it and then in the response, as you know, the response, inside response, the choice option is there. So you put choice here. Now you put 0 here. Why 0? Because it is a list and the last one is text. Once you put text there, now you can easily print it. Only the answer would be printed. Okay. Now, this is how you can use ChatGPT or maybe the capability of ChatGPT through your Python program. So what is prompt? Prompt is basically a technique through which we can do a conversation with generative AI. So like we used to communicate with machines through programming language, at the same way we can communicate with generative AI through prompt. Now what is prompt engineering? Basically prompt engineering is a technique through which we can give a better prompt to generative AI so that generative AI can give us the better result. As we all know, if we wanted to get a good answer, then our questions should also be good. At the same way, if we wanted to get a good result from the generative AI, our prompt should be good. So now, some of the best technique of prompt engineering is first few shot learning. So let's give a very small example. Let's ask the generative AI that detect the emotion from the given user text and I am giving a text. Okay. Now if I click on submit, you can see here the emotion is neutral. Okay. Now if I ask any other question like I am upset, let's suppose. Okay. Then the emotion would be different. So this emotion you can say it is a sadness. Now this particular thing is called zero shot learning because we are not giving any example or something. We are just giving some instruction first and then the user text or the input. Now depending on the instruction and input, it is giving us result. Okay, but here the main problem is we don't have any option to change, or we don't have any option how I can get the output. So let's suppose I wanted to design the output, so there is no option. Let's suppose I wanted to get the output in this particular way, that the output should be there inside a bracket, okay, and the output text would be there in a quotation. If I want this one, I don't have any option. So that time few shot learning come into picture. How we can do that? Now let's suppose I am giving this one as example. Now whenever I'll ask the next question, let's suppose I am asking a different question here. In the next line, I am asking a question. So whenever I'll click on submit, you can see the example whatever I have given, in the same way it will give the result in the next. Okay, can you see? In this particular question, it is giving emotion as curious, but the orientation is as same as I am giving in the first way. Okay, so this is called few shot learning, where we have to provide some of the informations, means some of the example, and depending on that example it will understand how I have to construct our output. That is how generative AI used to construct the output, and that output is given to us. So this is the basically thing which is few shot learning. So whenever we are providing one example, it is a one shot learning. Whenever we are providing two examples, it is two shot learning. Okay, and in general this particular technique is called few shot learning. So a lot of other techniques are there, like chain of thought, possible chain of thoughts, all those things we will discuss in the subsequent discussions. Thank you.